Japan is remembering 10 years since a magnitude 9 earthquake devastated the country, leaving thousands dead. You may recall the massive quake triggered a tsunami and sparked a nuclear power plant meltdown. A decade later, foreign correspondent Lucy Craft shares the impact the disaster had on her family.
When the strongest earthquake in Japanese history struck in 2011, a national catastrophe briefly became personal for our family.
The actual quake, I know, occurred several hours north of Tokyo by car. How difficult has it been to make contact with anyone living close to the epicenter?
Very difficult. Landline, cell phone, it doesn't matter. It's been almost impossible to get through to people in Sendai. I know this myself because I have a son there who goes to school, Katie, and we haven't been able to reach him since before the earthquake started.
My 17-year-old son, Kohei, was at his high school in the city of Sendai. Now a graduate student in Texas, Kohei recalled how the 2011 crisis began with an automated public warning system, ominously counting down the 10 seconds to impact.
By the time it hit 4, 3, I could literally hear the earthquake approaching.
And it sounded like a boom, you said.
Yeah. At 0, it was like someone had set explosives under the building.
For 6 frightening minutes, as the city was convulsed by violent tremors, the aging school gym began to disintegrate.
You could barely stand because literally the floor looked like a huge trampoline. You could visibly see the waves.
That must have been terrifying.
Yes. So the building itself was probably the oldest building on our campus. I really thought that the building was going to collapse.
As snow fell on the devastated city, Kohei and his classmates huddled in their freezing dorm. 48 hours later, we finally learned he was alive.
We are happy to report tonight that he has sent her a text message saying, "I'm okay, Mom. Stop worrying."
Hi, honey.
And within days, he was home.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
It was also scary to think that when you experience something like a natural disaster, as a human being, you're powerless. You can't control anything.
2011 left us with a sobering sense of humility and gratitude. Lucy Craft, CBS News, Tokyo.
What a powerful story there by Lucy.